My name is Lindsay Guichard, and I'm an online licensed marriage and family therapist and the creator of thetravelingtherapist.com, which is a mental health blog that I post on every week. In today's video, we're talking about empathy. And the speaker shares the thought used to be that empathy was something that we were born with, that it was a personality trait. As a psychologist, her path took her to the study of neurobiology and how our brains are affected by certain signs that others give and what happens in our brains when someone hurts themselves, or what happens when someone is expressing an emotion, and what is the effect that our body has when we see someone crying on a stoop or we see someone getting angry. The speaker got fascinated with the thought, what if empathy is a skill, and what if it could be taught? She and her colleagues devoted themselves to studies showing the effects that our brain have on certain scenarios, and throughout her research, she ended up developing an acronym that's going to help us learn how to become more empathetic if we apply these things in our daily lives. E stands for eye contact. M stands for muscles of facial expression. P stands for posture. A stands for affect. T stands for tone of voice. H stands for hearing the whole person. And Y stands for your response. The speaker goes more in depth behind the reasoning why each of these are very important in expressing empathy. She states that empathy is part of our survival as a species. I encourage you this week to try out some of these items that have been listed in the acronym and to see if there is a difference in the response of people that you interact with on a daily basis. If you do end up trying these, please leave it for us in the comments below so we can see if there is a difference. Can you think of a person that you have interacted with that really conveyed that they saw you and they understood you and that they were there for you, and that, what did they do? What did they look like? Did they touch your shoulder? Did they give you eye contact? What were the things that they said that conveyed that they really heard you, that they really understood you? What was their posture like? Were they leaning in? How could you tell that someone was paying you all of their attention? And what did that feel like? I'm excited to try some of these myself. I know that in the time of smartphones and the time of screens and the time of just wanting to escape at every single turn, some of these things have gone by the wayside for me. The speaker taught me that empathy is something that we can continue to strengthen in, that it's a skill. It's some people are definitely prone to having some strong empathy skills, and that could be personality based, but there are certain things that can be taught. And one of the big end pieces that she says in her talk is that if we can really see people, if we can really understand where people are coming from, if we can really take that extra energy to empathize with someone, we will help be bringing out their potential. If you can imagine someone in a parking lot and you see them across the parking lot and they slam their hand in the car door, she shares that that's kind of where that phrase, "I feel your pain," comes from. They actually ended up using this as one of their studies, and when the participants saw somebody get their hand smashed in a car door, they were monitoring their brain waves, and when the brain sends the signal that something's in pain, the person who's viewing the hand getting smashed in the car door, the pain receptors light up in the person's hand who's just merely watching it. And that is something that is incredible to know. Like, where did that phrase, I feel your pain, come from? That's where it came from. It's something that is imperative for our survival, and the fact that our brain is so interwoven in how we interact with others and the emotions that we pick up. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video, and I will see you next week. Bye.